Hopefully, everyone's been having a wonderful month as we are getting further into the holiday season. Today, we'll be going over 5 more upcoming MMOs that we're excited about, and then we're announcing our first ever giveaway winners. So let's go ahead and jump right into it.
나한테 임무?
Kicking our list off this month is Project LLL. This one's being developed by NCSoft and is a looter shooter similar to games like The Division, Outriders, and Warframe. The story of the game takes place in an alternate dimension of Soul, where past events have changed history, shaping the world you're going to be playing in. The world itself is said to be fully open and will be over 30 kilometers in size. It features dynamic weather with a day-night cycle. The game is being developed in the Unreal Engine, and the world itself is looking phenomenal. They stated the reason they chose Soul was to give the team a familiar world to recreate, and it looks like that decision paid off by what we've seen. As for the characters, each one has a unique name and background story that explains their past and drives their future. While playing, you'll have 3 active abilities that can be swapped between, such as barriers, backpack rockets, and smoke grenades, just to name a few. We've even seen a mech get summoned in, though I'm not sure if this is part of the story or some kind of event. We'll just have to wait and see more. As for the content, there's not much we know of at this point, but it's said to feature public events, dungeons, and raids. And yes, there will also be PvP for those who are looking to make the world a bit saltier. Now, when it comes to monetization, we'll have to wait and see what route they go with on this one. It's definitely got our attention for now, as I've always been a sucker for a good looter shooter. If you're looking to dive into this one, it's set to release in 2024.
Because we've been on a very realistic track, we have always been trying to push to make realistic things look good.
More than 10 years in the making is Pantheon. This one is coming from developer Visionary Realms, which was founded by Brad McQuaid, a co-creator of EverQuest. The game will take place on the world of Terminus, a planet that was formed from fragments of many different realms brought together by a massive collision. Because of this, there's many different civilizations, all with their own deities. The game features an open world and is designed for those who are looking for that traditional MMO experience. The world itself will feature multiple extreme climates such as frigid, scorching, toxic, and a wind shear. Those can all be overcome through the use of glyphs, building up a tolerance, or racial bonuses. As for the combat, the game features a tab target system with a heavy emphasis on group play. One of the more unique features is dual targeting that allows you to have one offensive and one defensive target. The main focus of this game will be the PvE content, though as they have stated, there will be a PvP server for those looking for a more hardcore experience. In the wheelhouse of PvE, some of the major content will be the dungeons and raids, which are designed for either 12, 24, or 40 players. As for those who enjoy the professions of this game, it's going to offer you 6 to choose from: blacksmith, outfitter, woodworker, jewel crafter, provisioner, or alchemist. Now for the monetization, this one's going to be subscription based. If you're like me and you enjoyed the good old days of making friends that take on the challenges, this one is definitely one to keep an eye on. As for now, there's no official release date set though. Let's take a more classic hardcore approach in Reign of Guilds. This one is coming from Atlant Games, an indie studio out of Russia, and it's an open world MMO with aesthetics reminiscent of Elder Scrolls. It can be played in either first or third person, whichever option feels more comfortable. It is an action combat with open world PvP, so it's going to be catered to those who enjoy more hardcore play. On that note, PvP will cause you to drop things upon death, though there is a karma system that will determine whether or not your items drop. And yes, even if you are killed by mobs, you will still drop items. This game isn't out to hold your hand either, as when you receive quests, you'll need to figure them out for yourself. If you're dependent on glowing lines and auto paths, you won't find it here. As for the combat system, physical weapons can be used alongside of magic. However, magic comes from a powder that must be purchased or crafted and is only single use, kind of like health potions in most games. The magic in this game features a unique system where you can either quick cast it or perform a quick time even in order to amplify the spell. There's a total of 15 vocations at this time, and progression can be made either from killing enemies, players, or crafting. The game tries to create multiple avenues for players to make their own choices. There will be territory wars and tax systems. Houses can be purchased, or you can obtain a room at a local tavern. I will say there is a playtest earlier this year, and since then they have been consistently updating the game and sharing all the patch notes with the community, which you can find on their website as well as Steam. If you're looking to throw dust at your enemies, this game is slated for release in early 2024. Blowing us away with gorgeous trailers over the past year is The Legend of YMIR. This game is coming from developer YMIR. This is the same company who created the Legend of Mirror games. In this newest one, we are set in Northern Europe, where the story of the game will have you sent off on a mission to prevent Ragnarok, an end-of-the-world cataclysm, from destroying the kingdom of YMIR. Now, we can't say much about this title as of yet. Most trailers just seem to be a bunch of CGI, and the devs haven't given us much information. We do know that due to the success of the PvP system in the previous Mirror games, the same system will be carrying over. This game is more than likely going to be a blockchain game, same as their previous titles, and as such is anticipated to use NFTs in a play-to-earn fashion, just like Mirror 4 did. The game is utilizing UE5 to its fullest implementation with technologies like Nanite and Lumen for better visuals and improved performance. Which we have to admit, this is the best looking title we've seen visually if any of this is actual in-game footage and not just a CGI trailer. If you're a fan of the previous Mirror games, definitely keep an eye on this one as it's slated for release in late 2024.
By Odin Rain, this beast we claim.
The team that brought you Warframe is looking to add another major title to their inventory with Soulframe. This game is from developer Digital Extremes and is an MMO with a Souls-like vibe. Now, bear in mind the term MMO is used very loosely with this one. Based off what we've seen, we expect it to be similar to the likes of Warframe and Destiny, where you'll go out and do story missions which can be completed with other players for extra help or played solo. There will also likely be a central hub to meet up with other players and form parties for dungeons and boss fights. Now, let's talk about some of the character customization, as this one is one of the more integral aspects of the game. The game features a virtue system that allows for customizing your envoy based on courage, spirit, and grace. Think of these like where you would spend attribute points. There's a pact system which will swap out your arm similar to how you would swap warframes. This will allow you to change up your skills. On top of all of that, seeking out your ancestors' souls will allow you to customize those skills. Okay, let's talk about the gameplay for a second, as it looked phenomenal. As we mentioned earlier, the combat of this game is similar to Souls. The combat is slow and very impactful. Dodging and parrying all seem to be present. If you're stealthy, they even showed off how you can assassinate an enemy from behind. There is a mount in the game. We're not sure yet if there will be more options or maybe some cosmetic skins where you can purchase to change how it looks. Though they did show that it can take care of an enemy for you, which was pretty cool to see. The game also features a puzzle solving and some Ocarina of Time music playing in order to reveal the past. Our favorite thing we've seen so far is the beautiful aesthetics and immersive music that plays during boss encounters. It really makes the moment stand out and feel epic. We can't wait to see more and get our hands on this one. As for the monetization, the game is expected to be free to play, same as Warframe. If you're looking to reclaim your ancestors, this one will be dropping in late 2024. So that officially wraps up this list. Let us know if you plan on playing any of these, or there's some other MMOs that you're looking forward to instead. Now, for the giveaway information. Last month, we announced the Yule Games giveaway with over $200 in Steam gift cards up for grabs. And our lucky winners are going to be appearing on screen now. Congratulations to all of our winners, and be sure to reach out either on Discord or DM us on Instagram. That way we can get you your prizes. And thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone who entered and has been subscribing and commenting on all the videos and just following us along on this journey. The sheer amount of you who entered this giveaway was mind-blowing. It means so much. Thank you. And I really hope you'll continue the journey with us moving forward into the next years. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.